Check. Check, check.
Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we want to welcome you back to Flat Nasty Off-Road Park in Jadwin, Missouri for the second round of the Central Rock Racing Series.
Sixth race overall this season already. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We're like over halfway.
Over halfway done. The points race is tight. It is exciting. We've already had an amazing day of racing. Why don't you sit back, grab an icy cold beverage, and we are going to start Hill 2 momentarily. Welcome back, everybody, and Bree and I, we are going to do a quick recap of Hill number 1. Welcome back. Bree, you want to start us off with how we ended up on Hill 1?
Sure. We've got Tim Cameron sitting in the lead for Hill 1 so far, followed by Bubba Bacon, Brandon Davis in third, and then we've got Mark Nero, Will Stewart, Tim Bacon, Stephen Robinson, Scott Goforth, Randall Key, that's 9th place, that's halfway through our list here. Ryan Boyd, Mike Welch, Bobby Tanner, Sam Carter, Matt Holt, Tim Sorensen, Matt Schisler, and that rounds out Hill 1 for us so far. So we've got Ryan Boyd sitting on the line ready to kick things off for Hill 2. Now this hill looks like it's going to be a much rougher ride than the first one.
Yeah, somebody said something about how's this rock bouncing if there are dirt hills.
Yeah, well, where's the rocks?
Yeah, we got
some rocks.
Some big boy rocks here.
Now that's the underrated buggy that we've been talking about a little bit. Excited to see it back out in action here. Now guys, I know we say it a lot, but the cameras never ever do the hills justice. This hill is steep. It's right next to the side of Hill 1 that we just did. They're both very steep. This one's got a lot of ledges. You can see that he's having to make his way around there. It's not going to be straight up fast and easy like the first one. But there he goes out the top.
With a time of 38.94. And Ryan was the first one to hit hill number 2. Time 38.94. Currently sitting in first place. Who does it look like we have in second or coming up next?
I think we're going to, there he is, have Matt Holt in that High Society Off-Road brand new buggy. First time ever having it out here.
Now, Matt's done absolutely no shock tuning. Springs definitely look like he probably needs.
He's a little bouncy.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's a little bouncy out there.
So it's going to be interesting. I think he's going to be pretty cautious coming up to that rock face.
Yeah, he was pretty reserved on Hill 1, you know, but there's something to be said for just finishing, getting points, feeling out the buggy. It is a process when you've got a brand new, just building the buggy alone is a process. Right. And then working out the bugs, getting seat time. I mean, it just...
And the good folks at RCV, they got him, he was waiting on some slugs. They got it, they overnighted it to him, I believe, and hooked him up so he was able to be here. That's pretty awesome.
And this, what does he call this buggy? The hyperactive? Is that right? Hyperactive.
The ADHD buggy. I don't know. It's
Spastic.
Spastic. Hyperactive. Look at him. Rock crawling, baby.
Come on, man.
We're trail riding, beam to beam, baby. This is, I mean, you're saying, well, where's the rock bouncing? He has 0 seat time in this. It also looks like he has about 50 pounds of air in those tires. What's going on?
He's feeling things out. You know, I think Matt is just happy to be here, especially with the buggy, no matter how this turns out for him. Everybody watching out there, let us know where you're watching from. We always love to see that. It's fun to see how widespread our sport is so far and continues to be as it, you know, just keeps growing and growing. We love to hear from you guys. Come on, Matt.
That's it. Just keep doing that. Just faster.
There you go, Maddie. Heat him up, son.
Come on.
Come on, man. It's the one on the right. Press it down more.
I can hear Zach Garner giving Matt a little encouragement on the microphone from the bottom of the hill up there. Stay in it. Come on. You know, it's always a lot different when you're actually in the driver's seat than when you're just watching, though.
Back up and hit it hard.
That's the truth.
mentality. I don't think that's what you wanted.
Let's see here. We got Tennessee, Mississippi, Florida, Kentucky, Kansas, Colorado, Alabama,
Israel.
That's right. I think you won.
That was close.
Thanks for checking in, guys. Good to hear from everybody. Anybody just joining us, this is Matt Holt on Hill 2 here at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park. Matt's very first time out here in this buggy. He raced Hill 1 and finished. You know, he's not got any seat time. He's feeling things out here.
No shock tuning. He's been just so stoked to just make it to a race in the buggy.
So I said, I think he's just excited to be here, no matter what happens.
He said he probably needed to stay home, shock tune, get it right, but he wanted to be here so bad. So here it is.
He couldn't resist.
Getting seat time.
This second hill is definitely going to require a little more strategy, a little more technical driving than that first hill. If you are watching, you can see the rock ledges here. The cameras do not do it justice with how steep it is. It's no joke.
You're going the wrong way.
More than it looks, that's for sure.
NorCal. What part of NorCal, Ryan? I was stationed at Beale Air Force Base about 40 miles north of Sacramento. There she is. What's up, Miss Debbie?
Back up and start over.
And now that was a DNR. Oh no, DNR, do not resuscitate.
Yes. Dave got a little confused earlier.
Yeah.
On the difference between DNF.
They were withholding water from me. It was pretty hot in here.
So it looks like Matt's gonna live to race another day and save the buggy here. He came out, played around with it, got some points.
All right, we've got Mr. Consistency on the line, Bree. Brandon Davis.
All right. And Brandon had a really good time on the first hill. Let's see how he does on the second one.
Nailed it.
All right.
22:52, Brandon Davis.
That's a 2:2.52. I think that is the fastest time on this hill today.
All right, let's see who's up at the line right now. I see something kind of yellow.
I think that's just parked there.
Is the bee parked? The Hornet?
I don't want to disappoint you, but yeah.
It looks like my friend and yours.
Timmy Chuck Racing.
That's right. And Timmy told me early he wanted to just give a huge shout out to his bread and butter pinup baggers. Yep, one of the premier chopper builders in the country.
Yeah, he was showing me some of the stuff that they built last night. We were out to dinner and telling me about it. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are crazy.
Craig, it's the air conditioner is struggling right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing much for us. People seem to think the ones that are outside that we're in like an ice box in here.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
No.
Yeah. The sun is relentless.
Hey, if you like what you see, y'all, hit that share button for us, will
Dave,
you?
you've forgotten to say that.
Yeah,
so far
you know. Come on, Timmy. Timmy has been struggling this year with Hillbilly Deluxe's Hillbilly's motor with the tune on it, but it's like a new buggy out there right now, and Timmy is giving it all sorts of hell, and he's out with a 3103. I hear
so
something.
That should mean that old Blue will be pulling up. No? Let's see. I could be wrong here.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Get ready. You know, I kind of feel like I have a vested interest in this since we hauled Blue here.
Since Blue, we spent hours with Blue following behind us on
Man.
the trailer. I got to unload Blue off the trailer,
Sure
so
did.
I feel especially connected to this buggy now.
Blue's a little
I
cold-blooded.
drove it for the whole 8 minutes or something.
She's pretty cold-blooded, eh?
Yeah, it was not really having that whole startup process. So.
Was that your first time in Blue?
Yeah,
What'd that feel
I
like?
could barely get the gas pedal down.
Is that pretty? I mean,
don't
being
know,
it's such an
it was really close.
such an iconic buggy.
Yeah,
Did you think it
I
was
should have taken a selfie or something.
Something.
I don't know. I just, you know.
Bobby Tanner in his new race. He's got a new fire suit. Bebo.
Oh. Watch out for that tree.
That's it.
There he goes. Come on.
Come on, Bobby. Walk it out.
Uh-oh. The Godfather. Straight out the top, baby. 42.53.
Man, you can tell this hill is just loose and just a thick layer of dust, on those rocks.
All right, so far we have Brandon Davis on hill 2. in front with a 22.52, followed by Tim Sorensen with a 31.03, Ryan Boyd with a 38.94, and Bobby Tanner with a 42.53. And Matt Holt ran. He did not finish.
Oh, snap. Look who's on the line.
Oh, yeah. Listen to her.
Now, apparently, he had a little turnover at the top of Hill 1.
He did.
This is Matt Schisler, so...
Somebody was saying about, what, 30 feet from the...
less, I think. He was pretty close. He didn't quite make it to the finish line.
Would you say... Now that Rum Runner has got those big inches in it, Rum Runner sounds pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But
even from here in the trailer, they're all...
Matt Schisler, he's...
That buggy has a unique sound.
Yes, without a doubt.
And it has a very special way of damaging one's eardrums.
Yes, for sure. And we appreciate everybody joining us today. My name is Dave Z, and I'm hanging out with Bree Molitor in Jadwin, Missouri at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park for the second leg of the CRRS, sponsored by RCV.
Well said, Dave.
Thank you.
Guys, as always, if you want to find out more about the rest of the events happening this year, you can head to srrs.rocks and find the event schedule on there and all the information for them. Hopefully find one that's close to home for you, and you can come on out and see all of this action in person. And you can also find merch, driver profiles, point standings, pretty much any of the other information you might need to know about the series on that website as well. Of course, you can always go to Southern Rock Racing Series Facebook page for the live feeds. And
Rock Racing TV, yeah, rockracingtv.com.
Yep. Didn't this happen last time Matt was on the line? He was sitting there with a little party around his buggy for a while.
I think it's a plot to tire him out in that fire suit in the 100-degree weather. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Fully suited up.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt's a pretty big boy. Let's keep him out in the heat in that fire suit. He is a big boy too. It looks like he may do some curls.
Maybe.
Yeah, he may hit the gym a little bit.
I went outside during our little break between Hill 1 and 2 here, and it was kind of funny. All the drivers, Tim Sorensen was laying in the shade under his buggy, and Bubba Bacon and his kid laying in the shade. Everyone was just kind of sprawled out, finding shade wherever they could.
The compound. God, that's nasty.
It's looking like everyone's wanting to take the right side going around this ledge here. I'm not sure if it's throwing them that way or if there's must be something that they saw up there when walking the hill.
Man, that's a big run for him. That's retribution, baby. 23.83. And that may come back to haunt him, that amazing time. He had that unfortunate rollover with that tree on Hill 1, which put him out. But this smoking time at 23.83, which puts him right in back of Brandon Davis in second place. So currently Brandon Davis on hill number 2 is sitting in first with a 22.53. Matt Schisler right in back with a 23.83. Timmy Sorensen with a 31.03. Ryan Boyd 38.94. Bobby Tanner is currently in 5th place with a 42.53, and Matt Holt did not finish in the brand new buggy, but he sure did give it a go, didn't he?
He got some good seat time in there.
That's right.
This weekend.
We're expecting big things from him next race. We're not gonna take it easy on him next race. We're gonna get him up the hill fast.
All right, this looks like none other than Mr. Big Tim Bacon on the line.
Big Tim.
Big Tim and Big Red.
The papa of the whole big block movement right there.
Looks like he's got his line picked out. He's staying on track here.
Come on, Tim.
Come on now, Big Tim Bacon. It looks like he's doing awesome stuff that you can't see. 30.65.
Nice. That was a good run.
That's a 30.65.
And we appreciate everybody tuning in to the second round of the Central Rock Racing Series.
Yeah, for anyone that's just joining us, we're here at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park in Jadwin, Missouri.
It's hot and nasty at Flat
It is
Nasty.
real nasty
Yeah.
hot. You're hanging out with Dave and Bree here on Hillside Live. We are watching the bouncer class on hill number 2 here. We are about half a dozen drivers in so far. Got lots to go still. Speaking of drivers, you gonna come hang out with us?
Yeah, you can't mention pinup baggers. I just gave you a shout out. So we already worked that in. All right.
So we got Tim Sorensen, Timmy Chuck Racing in the trailer with us. How's it going?
Going great.
Getting hot out there?
It's really warm.
Yeah, you got out of that. You just ran, but you're already out of that fire suit. I don't know how you did it so fast.
Motivation.
Motivation.
So right now you ran a 3103. Let's see what TC does. Come on, Timmy. Got another TC.
There's a lot of Timmys in this sport. A lot of Tim.
A whole lot of them.
And he's feathering that pedal.
The old Franklin feather.
The old Franklin feather. 1967.
Ah,
That was a good year.
smooth.
That took 1.9.
Yeah, do you remember that year pretty well, Dave?
Shuddy. I wasn't even a thought in 1967, Miss Bree. Thank you for that.
You wouldn't?
No, I wasn't.
Clyde, look, he's surprised.
Clyde surprised, please.
All right, so obviously we only have a limited perspective on the hill out here. The cameras do not do it justice. So just talk us through, what it's like out there. I've noticed everyone tending to keep to the right side of the ledges. So tell us what it's like.
Well, the hill doesn't look too horrible from ground level. You start to get up on those second, third, and fourth ledges. They're really undercut. Some of those ledges up to my chest. So there's no way you're going to get a 40-inch tire, 43-inch tire to climb that ledge when it's undercut the way it is.
That's right.
You gotta really just hug that right side, feather the pedal, and try to keep traction.
What about the tune on that motor, man? I mean, I noticed when you came up that second obstacle, that second ledge right there, it really was working. It was clicking. How's it feeling?
It's feeling great, man. Steve at RPM Performance Tuning really took care of that motor. We're pulling second and third gear on hills that I never dreamed I'd pull more gears on.
Heck yeah! And it looks like we got Plum Buck on the line with my man Sam Carter.
Sam Carter.
So right now we've got Timmy Cameron in first place with a smoking run in 1967. Brandon Davis in second place with a 22.52. Matt Schisla with a 23.83 with Big Tim Bacon with a 30.65. Timmy Sorensen, who's with us in the studio, has a 31.03, and Ryan Boyd with a 38.94, followed by Bobby Tanner, 42.53.
We had Cutter in here for your run on the first hill. He was a little bashful, though.
Oh, really?
We didn't get a whole lot out of him. And then he decided he didn't want to be over here. He wanted to go watch on that side of the trailer, and that's when he started yelling for you. So we didn't even get it on camera. But he was pretty excited.
So Sam with an ultra smooth run of 28.70 made it look easy.
How come? What's the left side look like? No one's going to the left on those ledges. So what's going on over there?
The left really matches the center. It's really undercut, sharp ledges, and then you've got, it's hard to see on camera, but you've got a tree obstacle that sticks out about 5 foot into the path. So you're really going to have to check up to get around that tree. I think it's quicker to keep the straight line on the right side.
All right, now it's no secret that Randall Key is it's probably one of my favorite racers
It's
in the
definitely
sport.
not a secret.
Yeah, no, it's out. I'm a Randall Key fan.
I was just chatting with Wendy and Randall for a good bit in between hills. I was out there hanging out with them. Such good people. We tried to get Wendy in here with us to watch and commentate during Randall's run, but she wasn't having it.
No.
Something about the camera. I don't know. We lose some people when it
That's
comes
it.
to the camera. But
Now, in between hills, yeah, the drivers just seem to, flock the trailer. Come on in, hang out,
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to us, what's going on. But the second that camera
oh yeah,
turns on,
they gone. It's
Bye-bye.
scatter. I really want to get Stacey Tanner and Wendy in here. I think that would be good. I don't think that'll happen though.
I'm not saying a word, Mr. Bacon.
Really clean run going for Randall there.
Come on, Randro. There it is.
There you go.
There he goes.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Good job. Good job.
The finish line must be pretty far up there. At the
There
top.
it is.
It's
35.
a real sharp turn at the top. I jumped through the finish line and ended up going through the tape beyond the finish line.
Randall, of course, driving completely with hand controls, which just makes it that much more impressive to watch him race out there. So we've got Scott Goforth on the line, making sure that our course is cleared before we send him off. You got anybody you want to talk about? Anyone you want to thank?
As Dave said, a big shout out to Pinup Baggers, Perfection Drivelines Incorporated, PRC radiators. They've really hooked us up on both cars this year. Youngblood Performance built my motor. RPM Performance Tuning got a good tune on it. And A1 Power Equipment in Newburgh has stepped up real big this year to help us out.
There you have it, folks.
Listen to that. God! Now, the Scott is going to be hard to handle once he gets used to all that power, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a big learning curve. He's running double the horsepower his old motor had. It's really going to be hard to get that buggy to hook up.
And boy, is it tuned right.
It is on keel.
2711, 711, 2711.
Little Tim Bacon says Dad's just a big teddy bear.
There is little Tim.
I heard children's birthday.
Oh, okay. Priorities.
Something to that effect, and then his buggy is possibly not together. Sorry if I got any of that wrong, little Tim.
So, I want y'all to go grab a cold beverage, and we're going to be back right after this.
Drive on the deal for those swap rocks.
get you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we are bringing you some live action. And live action from Jadwin, Missouri, at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park. We have Mark Nero in his new Sunfire Off-Road buggy. Sunfire Off-Road built buggy. And this thing is a freaking beast. Scott Morris, he knows a little something about building rock bouncers.
It's a pretty cool looking buggy too.
Yeah. Here, Kyle Crouch has one in the works from Scott.
That's a 25.57.
All right, currently Timmy Cameron is leading the pack. Go figure. Followed by Brandon Davis and Matt Schissler in third. Mark Nero in fourth. Maybe we can get Mark in here. Brandon or Timmy. Matt. But we know how much Matt loves the camera.
Oh gosh, Matt will. He'll just leave.
Yeah.
He'll leave the state if we tell him he's got to be on camera.
Yeah, he'll be in Arkansas before we can get him in here.
Allison says it is a birthday today, so happy birthday to Emery. I hope she's having fun watching the rest of the family put on a show out here.
Yeah, old Chubb. Good times right there. Mike had a fairly decent time, Hill 1. See what he can do over here on these rocks. Oh, is that Stacy? Does he have Stacy Wilhoyd driving for him?
Where'd that tree come from?
I don't know. But speaking of, Stacy Wilhoyd hits a tree and manages to come in
still
first place.
won yesterday.
Yeah.
That was so
That's
much
a
fun.
fast son of a
Nutcracker.
gun. Yeah. Chubb out the top with a 39.06.
I think he's settling in and really getting in,
I
getting the
do
hang
too.
of this whole rock racing thing. That was Mike Welch in the Chubb buggy. This is his second time racing with us with the series. We should have old Raging Hornet pulling up to the line now, I believe. With
I hope Steve
Nick Campbell driving.
Yeah. I hope the whole Robinson clan is watching right now. All right, we're testing out the timing system right now. Making sure we're good to go. And this second hill, for your guys' information, this second hill is just slinging rocks like forever.
Yeah.
And we're just having to reset timers. We had a big boulder earlier today come off the top of the hill, shoot off the top of the hill, and take one of the timers out at the bottom. of
It's
the
always
hill.
something, huh?
Yeah.
Always something.
And we've got the entire wolf pack or part of the wolf pack watching.
What's up, Josh?
We had Paulie Wolf in here earlier, and right now he's up there working with the
Nice guy.
RCV recovery crew on the side of the hill. We want to thank old Paul Wolf.
There he is, old Stephen Robinson.
All right, Steve, we could start. All right, tell Steve tell Nick he can go. Steve's watching. Nick is from Savannah, Tennessee. Cut his teeth at Dry Creek on Pickwick Lake.
He's really managing that throttle wheel right now, you can hear.
And he's out the top.
All right.
Smooth, Nick.
That's a 28.31, 28.31.
We've had no real major carnage today, which is a great
We
thing.
really haven't.
Okay. Now,
There's Cassie out there getting
Yeah.
Will all lined up.
she's giving him a pep talk. Check it out. This is how it really
She said, just finish.
Just finish.
Finish both hills. And he finished hill 1.
That's it. Will got this. All right. For those of you just tuning in, this is the second leg of the Central Rock Racing Series. On hill number 2, we are on hill number 2 right now. Timmy Cameron is in the lead with a 1967. Brandon Davis in second place with a 2252. Matt Schisla, that wild man, with a 2383. Mark Nero in the new Sunfire buggy with a 2557. Scott Goforth rounding out 5th place with a 2711. Sam Carter, smooth run with a 2870. Big Tim Bacon pulled in with a 3065. Timmy Sorensen with a 3103. Randall Key 3525. Ryan Boyd 3894. Bobby Tanner hang on one second about Randall. Let me get some confirmation on that. Hold the phone, people.
49.43.
Randall is a 49.43.
Was that wishful thinking, Dave?
He's my guy. If I'm going to call out a wrong time for anybody, it's going to be for dadgum Randall, all right? So, Ryan Boyd with a 38.94, Bobby Tanner with a 42.53, Matt Holt, DNF, Steve Robinson, a 28.31, Mike Welsh, 39.06. That is not in order. Let me go through top 5. You know who it is. Timmy, Bubba, Brandon, Mark Nero, Will Stewart. Or, Will's not yet. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Guys,
This thing isn't sorting right.
the
There
heat
we
is
go.
getting to Dave.
We got it. We're having a little technical difficulty here. Come on, Will.
That's why they call him Rock Bouncers. He bounces.
Holy crap.
Dang.
Damn.
All right.
25.45. He actually finished the heel. That's really good.
Well, how about that?
Second race this year he's finished. Good job. He's on a roll.
Let's see what that did for Will.
Really on a
All right. I said Will Stewart was in 5th place earlier. No. He's in 4th place, all right?
All right.
On hill number 2. 4th place, hill number 2. Outstanding.
thing in the end one more time.
So our top 5 looks like Tim Cameron, Brandon Davis, Matt Schisler, Will Stewart, and Mark Nero. And those are the placements for hill 2. We still have
Bubba Bacon.
Bubba.
This ought to wrap things up for us here on Hill 2
Yeah.
as well, I do believe.
So after Bubba's run, We're going to take a short break and then come on back, and we're going to do a quick recap, let you know where everybody is at on hill number 2. And yeah, Scott Goforth did an amazing job. Scott is not just a sponsor of the series with Goforth Tire, but Scott takes care of so many of the drivers and fans out there and does so much for this sport. We can't thank him and his family enough for what they do. So if you need something, if you need a trailer tire, if you need something for your big rig, he takes care of a lot of big rigs, go check him out. Go to Gatlinburg. Well, the exit of the interstate Gatlinburg in Kodak. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the exit. It's Kodak, Tennessee. It's the same exit off I-40. Okay. He's right off the interstate in Kodak, Tennessee. And while you're there, go check out the Great Smoky Mountains. Go to Gatlinburg. Hang out. It's a pretty neat outfit. Have you ever been over to Scott's place yet?
No, I haven't.
We're going to have to check it out one day.
Yeah.
All right?
Road trip.
Road trip.
Again.
Yes. And we do appreciate all of you tuning in and supporting these drivers. It means the world to them. This is their life, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of time and money and sweat and effort that goes into just being part of this sport, you know, and we know that the drivers absolutely truly appreciate every bit of support that they get.
Yeah. Holy crap. All right. We're going to be back after this. We're going to let you know where everybody's at.
20.26.
Power, progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV with industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning. Let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
Affordable EFI is in sight now with Sniper EFI from Holley. Easy to install, self-tunes, and replaces most 4-barrel carbs. Forget cold start issues, hesitations, vapor lock, and flooding. Get big performance starting at just $999.95. Sniper EFI.
What a day of racing here in Jadwin, Missouri at Flat Nasty, Bree. What are your thoughts on Hill 2?
It was faster than I thought it was going to be, I think. Everyone pretty much had the right side pegged, you know, for the line. So it went pretty quickly. We didn't even have any major carnage today.
No carnage today.
It's kind of refreshing, actually, once
For
you
sure.
don't have to have any big recoveries. So, yeah, today was just a fast day overall on these hills.
And the big news is Timmy Cameron on hill number 2 with a 1967 best time on the day, but less than a second slower, like a half a second slower.
Crazy.
You had Bubba Bacon. And
So close.
yeah, followed by Brandon Davis, who has just been consistent for years. And then Matt Schisler.
Matt Schisler.
He had, speaking of carnage, and not much carnage, but he had a little bit. He ended up on his side on hill number 1.
He was a DNR on hill number 1.
Yes, he was definitely a DNR, and he DNF'd.
And he did.
So, yeah, but hill number 2, he came in 4th place.
Yep.
But I'm really happy to announce that Will Stewart ended up in 5th place on hill number 2. Mark Nero in 6th. Scott Goforth in 7th. Steve Robinson in 8th. Sam Carter on hill number 2, 9th place. Big Tim Bacon, hill number 2, 10th place. Who's in 11th place? Tim Sorensen? Am I looking at
Good question,
am I looking at that
Dave.
right? Yeah, Timmy Sorensen. And then Ryan Boyd in 12th. Mr. Chubb Rock himself in 13th. Mike Welsh Bobby Tanner.
I don't think you can say a person's name more than like 3 times without assigning them a nickname.
Yeah, that's his nickname now. It's who he is. Randall Key with a 49.43, and then Matt Holt. He didn't finish. He was the only one that didn't make hill number 2. So what we do is just give you a heads up. We figure out, they figure out, they add up everything that needs to be added up between both hills. And
they do that math stuff.
Yeah. So we have it here. Guess what? You don't have to wait, people. We've done the math. Bree, run us through. Let's see.
I didn't do any math.
I don't even know who won the day. Who do you think won the day? Well, you're about to find out.
Do you want to guess?
I'm going to say either Bubba or Tim. Those are one of my... I'm going to say one. I flip a coin. Either Bubba or Tim won the day.
Wait, are these arranged yet? For?
Hey, are these arranged? This is the order?
Okay. It didn't look that much different.
It doesn't look that much different. Holy crap, really?
Yeah, look at it. That's what I was asking.
Whoa, this is like exactly...
You guys will
This
find
is
out in
it.
just a minute.
No,
Okay?
we're going to find out right now. This is
we
it.
get to look at it
Scott,
first.
go forth. Come on in. Come sit with us. Let's look at... No, I want you to
We
do
all
this. This is how everybody ended up today. I haven't really looked at
You
it
want
yet.
to give our viewers out there the
Ladies and
rundown for
gentlemen,
today?
Scott, go forth. We just got done bashing you. I mean, talking about you. And talking about Go Forth Tires, about what a crappy job. No, we... Go see
It's the
this
heat.
guy.
The sun is getting to him.
Trust me.
It is very hot. This thing cools you off though at 15 degrees. Shout out to Cool Shirts.
What is that?
Really?
Onboard air conditioner. It hooks to a cooler with ice water.
What? That's
Yeah.
like cheating.
Why didn't we get one? Did they make them this?
That thing is the bomb. I mean, as soon as you suit up and you start to get hot and your heart starts to race, this thing will just calm you right down, cool you right off.
Quiet, I think we need some.
Right. Hey, I just want to go on. I did say this a couple of seconds ago, but Bree and I, appreciate what you do, not just out there week after week on the hills, but we appreciate what you do for the other drivers and just for the sport and for the fans as well.
Team player.
Team player.
My
You take
pleasure.
care of
I'm having
everybody.
fun. It's having fun. We had a blast today. Hot, but
Hey, you're the first one that sees this.
I'm gonna have do the
That's how it
honors.
ended up on the day, brother.
okay.
Is there a rundown?
In first place,
Timmy Cameron.
yeah,
Second place, Bubba Bacon.
Bubba Bacon.
Third place, Brandon Davis.
Oh,
Fifth place, fourth place,
yes.
oh shoot. I just messed it up.
Oh, you got it.
Fifth, William Stewart. Sixth, Mark Nero. Seventh, Scott Goforth.
Scott, go forth, baby.
Yeah.
I
Stephen
think
Robinson.
Will is actually
Eighth,
fourth. The
Will is
numbers
in fourth?
Are in one.
Yeah,
Timmy
you got
Bacon. Well, Big Tim Bacon driving for Timothy Bacon. Ninth, and Sam Carter 10th.
Ain't that something?
All right.
So, congratulations to all the winner. The podium looks like Timmy Cameron up top, Bubba Bacon in second, Brandon Davis in third, with Will Stewart, Mark Nero in the money. Will Stewart's going to be pretty happy.
I think Cassie's
No,
doing
Cassie's
it.
gonna be happier.
happy.
All she really cared about was him making both hills, but actually coming in
Top
top five.
five,
That's
yeah.
like icing on the cake right there. Scott, we talked about we had Timmy Sorensen in here during your run, and we had Timmy Sorensen in here during your run. We were talking about the big horsepower and about the learning curve and about how it's a whole lot different race day running a new buggy. How's it feel, brother?
I was nervous about having any hiccups or gremlins, and the motor run flawlessly. It's a lot funner to drive. It's more drivable because I can actually get in and out of the gas and, you know, get back in, and it just accelerates like crazy, and I'm loving it. I'm digging it. Run great.
You know, Matt Schisler had the badass sounding buggy, but I think Rum Runner's giving him a run for the money, man.
Done great. We had some gremlins at the shop, slung a belt before we come. I didn't even test it. That throw it in the trailer.
Is your dad holding it down at the shop right now? Because I know y'all busy at the shop on Saturdays. I've been there on a Saturday.
They close at 12, so they've had to put some tires on the road today. So yeah, they was probably huddled around the computer for a while watching the race. So
So, you know, even if you're not in the greater Kodak, Tennessee area, give Scott Goforth a call over at Goforth Tire, and he'll take care of you. He ships tires. He ships them all over the country, probably all over the world, eh?
We've got some tires in Australia and Greece and Hawaii. So, yeah.
There's a reason he's the king of the stickies. So, are you? I don't know if you're going to be there.
The tiebreaker between William and Mark is 0.03 seconds on combined times. William Stewart takes fourth. Mark Nero takes fifth.
Wow, there was a tiebreaker between, tiebreaker for points between Mark Nero and Will Stewart, and Will Stewart edged him out by 0.3 seconds. That's 0.03 seconds. 0.03. Ridiculous.
Want to do a shout out to Clayton, wish he was here.
Amen.
Get well soon.
We've been shouting out all day.
Yeah.
We love him, Ruby. That whole family is just such a.
Something's missing today because he's not here. And
Amen.
Our prayers are with him. So.
Absolutely.
And I'll beat Bobby Tanner.
Yes. All right. Man, Scott's always fun. Thank you for joining us, brother. Yes. Thank you for joining us. It was a heck of a day. Thankfully, Bobby Tanner finished both hills, probably a little slower than I was hoping.
Yeah.
He had a couple of little hiccups, but overall, great performance by Bobby and all the rest of the drivers. Next weekend, we're going to be at Dirty Turtle Off-Road Park in Kentucky. And for the shootout, it's going to be, the series.
No. Okay.
The series.
The series will be there.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't know. I guess Bree's not going to be. I'm gonna try to be there. It's going to be. It's going to be a good time.
Somebody will be there.
We've got the Ultra 4 boys and girls showing up, and we're going to have that. And any of the drivers that are planning to race the Battle in the Bluegrass, you need to get with Clyde like ASAP. Wait till he gets home. We have about 5 hours of work to break down the studio and get out of here. It's a
no
bunch
phone
of,
service at all.
Yeah, there's zero phone service over here. So if you try blowing his phone up right now for any reason, he's not going to respond. No service coupled with manual labor, está no bueno. All right? We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. I hope you had a good time today. Thanks to all the drivers and all the sponsors.
Absolutely.
For making this possible.
Making it happen. Yeah.
That's it. Bree, what do you got going on? You hanging out? We're going to do some manual.
Stalling? Are we stalling?
Not stalling. Hey, Clyde, turn the live feed off. That's how we get things done around here.
We're done.
Clyde literally has 16 people.
We're done now.
16 people talking to him. We appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you.
Hey,
we'll see you soon.
Crackers.
These?